Whatever type of golfer you are, whatever level you play to, you need to watch this video because I have got 3 drills which can help every single golfer out there. So pretty bold statement there, 3 drills that can help every single golfer out there. But that's exactly what we're going to bring you in this particular video. So the lesson plan today is to give you a little exercise and a drill that can help you very simply with your delivery of the golf club to the ball and your contact. We're also going to give you a drill which can help you just kind of refine your swing if you feel like you've lost it a little bit. And we're also going to give you a little exercise which can help you work on your club path. Just before we get into that, I'd love you to be a subscriber if you're not already. There is a link in the description box below, so go ahead down there now, give that a click, and also hit the little bell notification as well. That just means you'll be notified each time I upload a video. So the drills in today's video can help every single golfer because they are the things that we all need to do, and that's why they're applicable to everyone. So just before we get started, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments box down below. What is the best drill that you've come across in your game to help you? It doesn't have to be full swing, it could be for putting, for chipping, for driving, wherever it may be, but just go ahead down there and just let me know what is the best drill that you've come across. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It'd be interesting to kind of see what people's favorite drills are. So let's get started. Drill number 1. So I absolutely love this drill. This is something that I do with so many golfers because it just helps with lots of things down at impact and really controlling the low part of the swing. You're going to take a glove, as you hear, and just going to place it under your lead arm. Now we know that all the best golfers in the world will hit the ground target side of the golf ball. They all do that without fail. They all hit the golf ball and then they hit the ground with the iron clubs, that is. So we kind of really want to use that as a little template for our drill. So you're going to take your setup and you're going to just move a little bit of your pressure or your weight onto your lead side. So I can feel probably getting close to 70% on that lead side. And I really want to make some tiny little golf swings, so really only kind of waist high. I want to feel like I strike the ground target side of the golf ball, keep some structure in my arms, i.e. keep the elbows close, keep the glove in place, and I want to see if I can finish with the golf club head lower than my hands. Now doing this, I can probably only hit the ball some 30-40 yards. Start to hit any further than that and the club head's going to start to work up a little bit. So let's go ahead and show what that would look like. I've got myself a 6 iron here, so anything like that would work. Load the left side, little swing, hold to finish. And you can see that club head has stayed much lower than my hands, yet what you'll notice in my body is a pretty full rotation through my hips. My chest has started to work up towards the sky. I've got that structure in my arms, and I certainly hit the ground target side of the golf ball. That, for many of you, will be very, very difficult. And that's why it's such a good little exercise to do, because what we would tend to see as a bit of a pattern, as the handicaps get lower towards elite golfer, they tend to have the ability to do this better. As those handicaps tend to get a little higher, we see less of an ability to do this. Again, like we said right at the start, these drills can help every golfer. There's not one golfer that I would see who just couldn't benefit from this because it does so many good things. It teaches you good contact, it teaches you rotation, it teaches you structure, it teaches you body extension, it teaches you how to control the radius of the golf swing, it teaches you controlling the follow-through position. So many good things can come from this little exercise, and it's really going to help with your ball striking. What you might find is when you do this, you're going to struggle to keep the club head lower than your hands because you might be someone who tends to use a lot of wrists through the golf ball, not enough body. You might find that you can keep the club head lower than your hands, but you tend to retract your hands in, you tend to split your elbows. Again, this can really help. So drill number 1 is really helping with your ball striking, it's really helping with your low point control, and every single golfer has to be able to control the low point if they are to play their best golf. Second drill which can help every single golfer out there is a feet together drill. So this is great for anyone who kind of has got a little bit lost with their golf swing. Maybe ball striking's gone off a little bit, the directional control's gone off a little bit, golf swing just doesn't feel as good as it did a few weeks ago, a few months ago, but you're not exactly sure why, you don't really know exactly what to work on in order to do that. Well, feet together drills are really, really good because they work on lots of things. You'll generally tend to find that you can't swing the club as fast, so it helps you with a bit of tempo, a bit of pace control. You'll also find that it's very, very difficult to shift your centers without falling over, so it tends to help you keep a nice rotated position. And it's just really good for sort of getting things back in place. Ball is in the middle, And from here, I'm going to really try and keep this swing nice and smooth and nice and relaxed. Very, very little speed there. And that's almost a natural reaction. I don't really feel like I can hit the ball particularly hard from there. So as I take the speed down, the pace of that swing is better. Helps me with awareness of where the club is through the swing because there's less speed. My rotation is more centered. And again, it's just really, really good for getting some of those really good feels back that, I say, potentially you had a few months ago and you've just lost that a little bit. And drill number 3 is focusing very much on something down at impact. And again, something that every golfer has to always monitor and keep on top of, and that is club path. So club path is termed as the direction that the golf club is traveling in as it hits the golf ball. We have 3 options. It's going to be traveling left, it's going to be traveling right, or it's going to be traveling straight. Now, straight would not be what we need for every golfer. There's plenty of golfers out there making hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds whose club path is not straight. What it isn't, however, it's never 7 degrees across. It's never 8 degrees out this way. It's always about straight. And for me, about straight is the best term because that leaves us with a little bit of margin for error. I've placed 2 alignment sticks on the ground here. Now, if we pick the flag as our target, you'll notice that they're not particularly well aligned at that target. They're actually slightly left of that. And that's because this would be my drill, my specific drill. If I take my address to this golf ball, my tendency is to swing the club out to the right of the target. Now, my job is to manage that. What I mean by manage that is if I do lots of practice in my bay, video my golf swing, work on it, I might be able to get my path about straight. But I can't just ignore it. I can't then go and play golf for 6 months and expect it to be about straight after that point. It's going to drift. It's going to drift back to my tendency, which is out to the right. So the drill here is more to manage that. And I'd really love you to think about some of these drills as maintenance rather than the fix. So I wouldn't want you to use this type of drill to fix your path. I would want you to use this type of drill to maintain your path, to make sure we never get that drift. So you may well move these alignment sticks more out to the right if that's going to help you. If your path is actually really good, you might have them pointing straight at your target. But it's a drill to help us groove the right swing and help us maintain our good movements. So as you can see, when I take a setup, that visual on the ground for me is really, really helping because I know I want to do this. That little visual is helping me feel like I move the club path a little left. And the result for me is a swing which actually gives me some fairly straight ball flights. It feels a little left, but it's not going to be. That's my path drill to help me. You need to just figure out exactly where those alignment sticks need to move in order to help you. You might even want to add a head cover, let's say on the outside. If you're an out to in swinger, on the inside, you might want to add a head cover down there. It can just really help you sort of fine tune that little drill. But a path drill is something that every single golfer can use and benefit from, because even if your path is neutral, we need to make sure it stays there because it could well drift. And that's what we tend to see with a lot of golfers. They get it good, 3 minutes down the line, it's back to where it was. So let's use these drills to maintain the swing, not just think about drills to fix the golf swing. So 3 drills that can help every single golfer. Import those into your routine. I really think it's going to help you. And these drills can be done religiously. Not just for a week, not just for 2 weeks. They can be done whenever you practice. Just build them in every few weeks. It's going to help you perform better over a period of time and not have as many peaks and troughs in your golf game. You're going to maintain a higher level. That's exactly what we want to use these drills for. So thanks very much for watching. Usual stuff down below, like box. Keep saying like box is like button. There's a comments box down there. So leave me a comment on this video. We'd love to get your thoughts. Give that subscribe button a click and hopefully we'll see you back here again soon.